Hi everyone, Miss Elkins here to share another story with you in our Be a Bridge theme, all about connecting, respecting, and empathizing with one another through all of our differences, which makes us wonderful. Our book today is Just Ask, and it is a book written by Sonia Sotomayor, and she is a judge on the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in our nation. She wanted to share a story with you today about one of her challenges. She has a lot of strengths that she brings to the Supreme Court and to our world, just like each one of us has a strength and then also a challenge. I want you to notice throughout our story, I want you to notice the strength and challenge that each person brings to each story that they tell. Just Ask by Sonia Sotomayor. Hi, I'm Sonia. My friends and I are planting a garden. Gardens are magical places. Thousands of plants bloom together, but every flower, every berry, and every leaf is different. Each has a different smell, color, and shape, and a different purpose. Some flowers need lots of sunlight, others thrive in the shade. Some have to be trimmed regularly, while others are better off left alone. And some trees and flowers are more fragile, which means they break really easily, and others are more hardy, which means they last throughout all different types of weather. Kids are all different too. Some of us are in a hurry, while others take more time. Some of us seem shy and quiet, while others are chatty and loud. Some of our differences are easy to spot, others take longer to notice. Each of us grows in our own way, so if you are curious about other kids, just ask. Now, not everyone is comfortable answering questions about themselves, but I don't mind. What am I doing here? Several times a day, I prick my finger to measure the sugar in my blood, and I give myself shots of medicine called insulin. I do this because I have diabetes, and my body does not make insulin naturally like other people's. Even though this can sometimes hurt, I gather all of my courage to do it to be healthy. Courage means brave. Do you ever need to take medicine to be healthy? I do. My name is Rafael, and I have asthma, which means I sometimes have trouble breathing. When that happens, I take a break and use an inhaler with medicine to make breathing easier. Quiet time helps me slow down and catch my breath. My inhaler is like a tool to help my body. Do you use a tool to help your body? I'm Anthony, and I use a wheelchair to get around. Even though I can't run with my legs, I can go super fast. How do you get from place to place? My name is Madison, and my guide dog Lucky helps me get places safely because I'm blind. My friend Arturo is blind too. He uses a cane to get around. Even though we can't see, we strengthen our other senses and notice lots of details others may miss. We can hear with our ears, smell with our noses, and feel with our hands. In fact, we use our sense of touch to read through a system called Braille. How do you read? I'm Bianca, and I have dyslexia. So I have to work really hard and take my time when I am reading and writing words. Sometimes I use computer programs to help me. I love learning by doing things. My imagination is full of ideas, and I'm very good at making art from the pictures that I see in my mind. Are you really good at something? I'm great at dinosaurs. I know all about them. I'm Jordan. I have autism. Organizing and counting all of my toy dinosaurs again and again makes me feel calm. My classmate Tiana also has autism, but it's different for her. She cannot talk, but I like to talk. I especially like to talk about dinosaurs. What do you like to talk about? My name is Manuel. I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It is also called ADHD. I can get frustrated when I really feel the need to move around and talk, even though I'm supposed to sit still and stay quiet. When my teachers and friends are patient with me, if I forget something or get distracted, I can get myself back on track. What's helpful to you? I'm Nolan. It's helpful to me when the food I eat has a clear label that says it is nut-free because I am allergic to nuts. They can make me so sick that I would have to go to the hospital if I ate any, even by accident. So I always tell people about my allergy and ask if any food has nut ingredients. Speaking up keeps me healthy. How do you use your voice? It's me, Sonia, again. I use my voice and I ask questions. When something seems different or new, I just ask my parents, teachers, and they help me to understand, especially if my friends don't really feel ready to explain. But this is what I've learned. Imagine if all the plants in this garden were exactly the same. Like, what if we could only grow peas? That would mean that we'd have no strawberries, no cucumbers, no carrots. It might also mean no trees, no roses, no sunflowers. Just like in our garden, all the ways we are different make our neighborhood, our whole world really, more interesting and fun. And just like all these plants, each of us has unique powers that each of us can use to make the world a more interesting and richer place. What will you do with your powers? And that's the story of Just Ask. So I ask you, my question for you is, what is your strength and what is your challenge? And I want you to discuss with your classmates and your teacher those strengths and challenges. For example, one of my strengths is creativity and art. I love creating new things like bulletin boards and different activities that we do in groups or in class lessons. But one of my challenges is I have a hard time speaking with grown-ups and I get very awkward and my social skills aren't very good and my communication skills aren't very good with grown-ups. So oftentimes I might get nervous when I'm around them or talking with them. What about for you? What's your strength and what's your challenge? I hope everyone has a most wonderful day. Bye.